Hello and welcome to Man Cave Media. On this channel I talk about beer, sneakers, tech, and toys. If you're new here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Also, please connect with me on social media. I'm on Instagram at media.mancave and on Facebook and Twitter at mancavemedia.org. And finally, if you enjoy listening to podcasts, please check out the League of Sedentary Gentlemen. We're available wherever you get your podcast or direct from our website at man-cave-media.org. All right, I added another Anker Eufy product to my smart home family. Let's check it out. Okay, RIP Ring Doorbell. So about 7 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, somewhere around there, we bought a Ring doorbell for our home and loved it. Performed fantastic. I was always a little bit annoyed by the $10 annual fee that they charge you. Regardless, like that's it. You want a Ring doorbell, you pay the fee. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It was $10 a year, so whatever, but I was always a little bit annoyed by that. Fast forward to 2 weeks ago, suddenly the thing stops connecting to my Wi-Fi. Don't know why. Called up their tech support, followed the steps, Googled it, did several tried several troubleshooting steps, and nothing seemed to work, so off it goes into the tech graveyard. So that being said, there has been a lot of advancements in video doorbells. The market is way more competitive now than it was when I bought that Ring doorbell. And recently I upgraded my security cameras to Anker Eufy products. I really love that they have a no-fee option for their subscriptions. Everything is saved on the device. There's no cloud service that I'm forced to pay for if I don't want it. And so that is very appealing to me. And so, of course, when the Ring doorbell died, I saw that as an opportunity to try out their doorbell, the Video Doorbell 2K. And the one that I have here is the battery operated one. So for whatever reason, my house did not have a wired doorbell when we purchased it, which I thought was a little strange for a house built in the 60s, but maybe the previous owner just did away with the old system completely. I don't know. Regardless, we don't have an existing wired system, so my Ring doorbell was the wireless version, the battery-operated version, and that's what I have here with the Eufy. Now, the difference with the Eufy doorbell over the Ring doorbell is when you buy the battery version, you actually get a base that goes inside your home and acts as a door chime, and also is where all of your clips are stored. So I thought that was pretty cool. And also I like that I didn't have to buy a chime. So for my Ring doorbell, one of the biggest complaints I had early on was connectivity. For some reason it just kept dropping from my Wi-Fi, even though there was an access point literally 5 feet from the door. It wouldn't stay connected. And so to remedy this, I bought the Chime Pro, which acts as a wireless repeater as well as a chime. And that solved the connection issues. And this coming with a base that acts as a chime is huge. I didn't have to buy one. And so you could also use, if you are in the Amazon Alexa ecosystem, you can use your Echo Dots as chimes, from what I understand. I am not. I'm all in on Google Home, and so I don't have any Amazon Alexa Echo devices in my home. But if you do, that's something that you can set up. Unfortunately, I won't be reviewing that portion. So that being said, let's get my overhead camera on here and go ahead and get into this box. All right, so that being said, let's go ahead and get into the box here and see what's going on with this thing. I didn't see any other color options besides black, which is fine with me. My Ring doorbell was silver and black, so an all black device is just fine. Now this retails for $199, but I was able to find it on sale on Anchor's eBay storefront for $179, I believe. No, $139. That was for the refurb. $179 for this one. If you want a refurb, you can get it for $139. Retail on Anchor's website is $199. So continue on here. Alright, this looks familiar. It's a lot like the security cameras. Some documentation first and foremost. And alright, they gave us more stickers for the window. This is your mounting holes. God, what's the word I'm looking for? Template. Jeez, this is your mounting template. Don't know why I couldn't get that out of my brain. And then another window sticker. It's always helpful. And then documentation. I'm sure it's going to say something to the likes of charge your device, blah, blah, blah. Read the instructions. We're here to help you. Yada, yada, yada. All right, doorbell. Ooh, significantly longer than my Ring doorbell, but I kind of like it. About the same thickness, giggity, but much longer. So let's set this aside for the moment. This is the base station that lives inside the home. And like I said, it acts as a chime. You can tell there's a speaker under there. And it's where all your video clips are stored. Very cool. According to the website, it is also supposed to come with a mount that has an angle. There it is. All right, so we have Ethernet cable. Curious. We have the charger, which looks to be proprietary. Great. Not great. Come on, Anchor. Let's see. This is... Oh. Okay, hold on. I think I spoke too soon. So I already forgot. Sorry, I have COVID brain. I already forgot that this included a base station. So the Ethernet cable that I was confused about is for the base station, and this power plug is for the base station. Here is a USB micro. Anchor, really? No USB-C? Come on, man. Anyhow, USB micro cable to actually charge the device. So apologize for my confusion. And then last but not least, we have the mount and the wedge. It comes with a 15-degree wedge, which is all that I need. So sweet. Means I don't have to buy one. Thank you again, Anchor. And I think that concludes, yep, that includes the box. So, oh wait, what's this? Oh, that's cool. Mounting hardware, and then they included some wiring. I'm not sure why. This is the wireless version, but whatever. It's all good. Guess I'll read the instructions. Maybe there's a reason for it. Put all this back. God, release the area here. Shut down the overhead. Good night. All right, so the device itself, the doorbell itself, rather, is pretty cool looking design. There is no doubt at all that there's a camera on here. The lens is huge, especially compared to the Ring. I'll get a better close-up of this before I actually install it. All the peels. Oh, that was unsatisfying, but anyways. I like that it's all black. And I mean, it feels durable in the hand, so hopefully it lasts longer than the Ring doorbell. I mean, I got 7 years out of the Ring, so I can't complain too much, but still, I hate when things just die abruptly. I wish it was showing like some signs of dying, so I could have planned this out a little better, but oh well, it is what it is. On the back of the base station, this is what the base station looks like. Base hard drive, I guess you can call, slash chime. Kind of looks like an access point a little bit. On the back you have the plug for the power, a USB port, and Ethernet. What is that? Oh, it also has a sync button. Sync and alarm off. So I guess this also could be an alarm, or maybe they just meant the chime. I'm not sure there. So again, I'll read the instructions. More peels. That one was a little more satisfying. Very faint branding on the front, Eufy security. Pretty cool. Again, very nice that they included that. As I had to pay for my chime for the Ring, the Chime Pro. All right, so let's go ahead and, you know what? Let's see if I can figure it out without the instructions. First of all, let's see if it's got a charge on it. Which it probably does not. No. Yeah, it appears to be dead. So, oh, wait, there we go. Hey. Interesting. It did show some signs of life. Oh yeah, there it is. That's pretty cool. I dig it. Let's go into the Eufy security app and let's see if I can just add this thing in here or if I have to download another part of the Eufy app. Let's see. My devices, add device. Oh hey, there we go. I can add the home base and the doorbell. All right, so that's good to know. If you already have Eufy home security cameras, or the alarm for that matter, and you buy the doorbell, you can add it within that same app. There's no other. So like, for example, I also have a Eufy vacuum, and it's a completely different app called Eufy Home. And I thought that was a little bit annoying. But for this, it's all contained under one app. So that's useful. So anyhow, for right now, I'm going to plug this in and get it charged up. And then I will find a good place to put the base station. And then I will get it all installed and go through the process with you a little bit. Not exactly step by step, but just kind of give you an idea of how to get it set up and going. And then we'll come back and I will give you my final thoughts. All right, so about 2 weeks have passed. I don't have a lot of free time, especially right now. My kids are playing sports, basketball season, and yeah, it's kind of crazy around my house right now, but I did get it installed. Unfortunately, it was my plan originally to kind of walk you through the install process and show you how to add the device to the app and all of that stuff, but one of my SD cards went bad on me and I lost a bunch of footage. And so I'm gonna talk about the setup. How about that? If you already own some Eufy security products and you already have the app installed, then it's pretty straightforward. You're probably already familiar with how to add one. If you're new to Eufy and you're curious and you want to actually see a walkthrough, you can actually go back to one of my videos. I did 2 videos on the security cameras, one with the spotlight and one without the spotlight. And I go into some detail about how to add the cameras to the app. So you can go back and watch those and get some, get an idea of how to do it. It's very straightforward. In the app, on devices, you just hit the plus and pick the device you want to add and go from there. Follow the instructions, scan the QR code. Pretty straightforward. But I apologize, I wasn't able to show you exactly how to add it to the app. Anyhow, installation was pretty straightforward. It's almost the same size as the Ring doorbell, so it covered up the previous mounting holes very nice. Actually, I was able to use one of the previous mounting holes, which is always nice. I don't like drilling into my stucco if it's avoidable. So I was able to reuse one of the holes, and it covered the other hole nicely. Like I said, it's almost the same size. That 15-degree wedge that they include with the doorbell, that is awesome. It gives it just that right amount of tilt to get it away from the wall and give it a nice field of view. So my one complaint about it, the way that it mounts, it doesn't feel that secure to me. So with the Ring, it has 2 screws on the bottom of the device, and they're a Torx bit, I believe, and it includes the little screwdriver with the doorbell, and you loosen those screws to take it off the mount. Well, with the Eufy camera, it just kind of snaps into place, and they give you what I can describe as a SIM removal tool. If you've ever seen a SIM removal tool for a cell phone, they give you something like that that has the Eufy logo on it, and you just push it into the hole underneath the doorbell and it pops out. I don't really like that too much because I kind of feel like if you were to apply enough force to the doorbell, you could just yank it right off. Whereas with the Ring, you would have to really pry the thing off away from the wall, and you'd make a lot of noise, like somebody would notice you. But with the Eufy doorbell, I think you could do it a little quietly. Like if you apply enough pressure to the bottom of that thing, it's just gonna pop right out. That's not to say that the Ring doorbell was completely impervious to theft. I mean, I'm not saying that whatsoever, but the Eufy doorbell would be easier to steal. Again, though, the footage is saved on the base inside the house, so if somebody were to come try to steal it, at least I would have their face and I'd have something to show the police. But I mean, it is what it is. So let's move on to picture quality, or video quality rather. And there was some improvement. I expected that when you consider the difference in age of these devices. With the Eufy doorbell being, quite a bit newer. It's not, a new release. It released a while ago, but still quite a bit newer than the Ring door. Still quite a bit newer than the Ring doorbell, my version anyway. So I was expecting some improvement. Overall, all right, so we'll start with the footage from the Ring. Now, this is around noon. Both of these videos were taken at the same time of the day. My mailman is pretty consistent, around a 30-minute window. And so you can see here it's a little dark for being 12 o'clock. And another complaint that I had, if you could tell from that video, is it took a while for the Ring to kind of focus. So the sensor was late to begin with when it detects motion. By the time it turned on, the mailman was already doing his thing. It didn't even notice him coming up the path. And it takes a while for it to really sharpen up. Whereas the Eufy doorbell seems to be a little bit quicker. So here's the Eufy, and you can see the image is a lot brighter, a lot clearer, a lot more detail. And I mean, just overall a better image. It's not as washed out. Still hard to get the image, and I understand, with the sun being right there just above the roofline, of course it's going to be washed out a bit, but the Eufy just seems to do a little bit better job of handling that. And like I said, both of these were taken about the same time. I think the Eufy video is 11:45 a.m. and the Ring footage was 12:12 or 12:15, somewhere around there. So same time during the day. With the mailman. And I mean, like I said, I expected better video quality given the age of the device, but it is significant, significantly brighter. Like the Ring footage is very dark and dingy for that time of the day. It shouldn't be that dark, and the background is super washed out. But you know, again, with the sun being right there, I mean, if you were to take one step out my door, the sun would be blaring right in your face. It's like just above the roof line. So that is a lot of sunlight to deal with. But regardless, the Eufy image quality is much better. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about is the human detection. The human detection on the Eufy is excellent, but it was excellent with the security cameras as well. So I was expecting it to perform this way. And I mean, it does. My neighbors are busy, and they're business owners, so they don't have a regular schedule. They come and go all day long. And with the Ring doorbell, it was constantly being set off. You know, it was affecting my battery life. I could turn the sensitivity way down, but that just made its reaction time worse. And so it was, you know, not a huge problem, but a battery that should last 4 to 5 months was only lasting about 2 months, and I'd have to charge it up. With the Eufy, so far, not an issue whatsoever. It doesn't pick up any cars going by. It doesn't pick up my neighbor's cat, which was also annoying with the Ring doorbell. It only picks up humans. And so that is a great improvement over the Ring doorbell. Again, you can blame that on age of the device. I mean, technology has come a long way, but regardless, it works better. And so overall, I'm really happy with the Eufy doorbell. And if you are looking, you know, if you're in the market for a smart doorbell, I'm not saying don't give the latest generation of Ring doorbells a chance, but don't ignore Eufy. Like, if you're looking for a cheaper alternative, Eufy makes a really good product. All right, that's all I have for this one. Thank you for stopping by. Please smash that like button if you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great afternoon, and like always, thank you for watching.